Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are here with another formation video. If you were a fan of that Barcelona team, or even if you weren't fan of that Barcelona team that used to play that tiki-taka football, possession based, then this is the formation for you. So this is 4-4-2 formation, and we are aiming at creating a possession based football, where players are very close to each other. Tiki-taka football, not always running in behind, not always overlapping runs. So this is formation where you'd have your players very close to each other, forming triangles all over the pitch. That is the aim. So here and there they do short passes, and only rarely we want them to take intelligent runs, only when there's space open, right? That is how Barcelona used to play. That being said, this formation is vulnerable to counter-attacks, so you need to be careful about that. Even that Barcelona was vulnerable to counter-attacks, right? So the reason is that all the people would be involved in that build-up. Even your fullbacks will be involved somewhere in the build-up, right? So because they'll be pushing forward for that passing support, if you lose the ball, you might get counter-attacked, right? That being said, let's move on to the tactics. So we want here defense to be balanced, nothing special, but we want slightly more width than zero. The reason being that we want lower width, that's for sure, but a lot of times when your fullbacks are a little pushed up, you get vulnerable on the wing. So just a little bit of width might be helpful in those situations. Your depth, pretty neutral. You do not want to be very high, you do not want to be very pushed back. So this has to be neutral in the defensive zone. When it comes to offense, we'd be going with slow build-up and possession. Do not use fast build-up or balance here, right? You want slow build-up to be with possession. If fast build-up, the possession cannot happen. Your build-up would not be possession-based. The players would always be moving forward. They'd be very quick going out of their places. So you don't want that. You want slow build-up. You can try balanced if you want a little bit aggression, but then again your fullbacks might take aggressive runs, your central striker might make more runs. But if you want to play pure tiki-taka possession based football, you should play slow build up with possession. And remember, you have to be very patient in this formation. Do not rush, do not make a lot of forward runs. If you do that, you'll be vulnerable. Just think of how that tiki-taka used to work, right? All the players are forming triangles everywhere on the pitch, and that's what you got to do. Your width for offense is 35, so what's the point of 35, right? We do not want our players to be stacked up centrally always, so we do not want this to be very low, but we still want it to be low enough so that the players are close to each other for passing options. If you make it more than 50 or 55, 60, your players would be wide enough. You do not want that. Now, do not play these tactics with 4-2-2-2, because there the cams are kind of already pushed forward. So this might not work. You'll be lost in the defense then, because there'll be so much attack that you won't be able to cope up, even though you'll still play possession. So play this with 4-4-2. Now for the instructions. Do not have your central strikers get in behind. Like, do not have both of them. Have one of your central strikers as get in behind, and the other one would be false 9. I'll tell you why this would be false 9, but both would be on balance width. Okay, do not have them play central, or basically do not have them play central. We want them to go wide and come in central positions whenever there's good passing option. That's what we're trying to do. Now, your striker would be false 9. We want him to kind of push back a little and provide the triangle between your center mids. That's what we're trying to do with him, so that he pushes back a little, provides that passing option, and intelligently let the other striker make the runs. At the same time, your central midfielders, both of them, stay back while attacking, cover center. These both, you want to make sure that they are always at the center, so make sure you do cover center. Up to you if you want to do stay back while attacking, but since we'll be utilizing our fullbacks, they'll be pushing up, so it's better to have these at stay back. Your wingers, basic defense support and defensive support, but make them come short in support runs, right? Make this to become short. So we do not want them to be getting in behind. We want them to come short, create passing options for us. And here again, let them roam freely, right? Let them take the right positions for passing. Sometimes they might want to take a run. Sometimes they might want to be close to players. Let it be. That's what we want. That is why intelligent players would find spaces for the passes. That is exactly what we want them to do. And that'll be exactly the same for the other winger. For your fullbacks, let them be at balanced attack. Do not do them stay back while attacking. The reason being, we want them to form triangles with these two players as well. The central striker as well as your winger, I mean central midfielder as well as your winger, along with your fullback. This will be a triangle. So this fullback will be somewhere in between Savic, Saka and Mitrovic. So Mitrovic again will be providing that passing option on the defense, while Jordi Alba will be somewhere in between. That is how you form triangles, and somehow when Jordi Alba pushes forward, your Saka will move central because of that come shot, right? So those passing options have to revolve around throughout the pitch. That is how you keep possession. Again, this is vulnerable to attack, so make sure you're very cautious when you're defending for counter attacks, okay? So that being said, let's see how this functions in game. So look at how our players are spread for those passing options, right? Look all over the pitch right now. So see this. This is the triangle we want them to form always. Oh, he fell down, but yeah. So this formation also kind of lets you move out of pressure areas because your players are always there for possession. Yeah, they'll always try to do that. They'll always try to, yeah, so the guy just left because we were keeping that position so much.
Which of these teams has the right attitude today is the big question.
So you see this triangle again? I just passed in between those three players. And now this triangle. So yeah, even though sometimes the central strikers will take runs, try to just stay a little bit patient because they will form, you know, those running options. But remember, your task is to play possession-based football, right? So this time Lewandowski was clearly running away, right? In the space. So that's why I just passed. Oh. So you saw how we passed. Yeah, we did get lucky there. But the whole play in that area was just passing in triangles. That's all we did. And you see how quickly your players change positions, right? To provide you those passing options. That is why this is so effective. And this is Division 1. So yes, we might get conceded, but then we're already doing pretty good, right? Almost. Did you see that build up right there, right? Completely tiki-taka based. Nothing else. We didn't do anything, just passed. Our players are moving so nicely for that. Look at that support from Jordi Alba this time. So although I could have gone there for the pass for Kane, if you want, you could just go back and check that. But then if you lose that, then your position basically will be lost, right? So always try to stay patient in these situations. Now that is completely free, Lewandowski, I could pass, right? too much. Yeah, so my players form that triangles, right, which I'm talking about, and that makes it so easy to kind of keep the ball when immediately you see, right, when sometimes you win the ball, the opponent kind of pressures so much that you lose the ball again, right? But in this formation, you kind of keep it, and that's wonderful to have. So wherever you're passing, you'll have those triangles formed, right? So I'm passing at this side of the pitch. So I'm having those things, like those players gather around here. Look at this. This is exactly what I was telling you. So easy to kind of keep passing and, you know. Look at your passing option. Look how they keep moving, so that you have those options always with you. And if it's not, like if Jordi Alba could not provide you support or you do not pass him, he'll just come back, which is wonderful. Look at that goal. So all I'm doing is literally giving direction and passing. It's not that I have great vision and I can see players all over the pitch. No. It's simply their movement that makes it so easy and possession based. So look at the position in this half, right? 67% with a goal. So, I mean, that is what this formation gives you. That is the strength of this formation. Yes, you might be attacked in counter situations, but still it kind of gives you that. Yeah, I screwed that up, but you saw how the gameplay turned out, right? Because he's playing pressure football now and we are still playing possession, we'll get so many chances where our forwards will take intelligent runs. Look at that again. See again. I did nothing. I just passed. My players are already present at those positions. So I literally had to do nothing. Yet again. So this is like possession-based counter-attacks if your attackers are, you know, yet again, we're 2-0 down in this game, but we got one back, and that was again a beautiful possession-based gameplay, nothing else. 1, 2, 3, 4, through ball in the end, and a goal. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hopefully enjoyed it. Let me know if you try this formation, does it work out for you? It works out really well for me, especially in Division 1, so I'm pretty sure it will work out pretty well in FUT Champs and FUT Champ qualifiers. And in fact, you know, one thing is that it's slow build up in possession, but it doesn't feel like your players are really not moving. It's so quick, such an agile formation. I think it really would work out well for a lot of you guys. And if you do like this formation, if you love this video, please share your love. Please like, share and subscribe. And we'll see you next time with another player review, player comparison or a formation video. Goodbye. Cheers.